take another L. Designer on me, this they new shit.
EA Sports. Super Bowl 55.
To kick off for Denver.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Aldon Smith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Play action. It's Trubisky. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Now Scott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Scott. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the carry, this is Scott.
At the Bears' 5-yard line.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
The ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team Yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They go play action with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. That's complete, Okuegbunam. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Scott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
on 2nd and 12. Locke. And he'll get this underneath to Scott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Complete.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
From the gun on third down, Locke. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flushed out right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Royce Freeman, the intended target. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Scott, the ball carrier.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Broncos 3.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Block off of play action. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
And Chicago. Cole Kmet taking it in. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was
tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
1 yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. But now it's third down. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. First down, they go right back to Cohen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Trubisky gives to Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line.
That's good.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
More yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. Powering his way forward. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Locke. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed is...
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, 31 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
A gain of 2.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold them just a couple and force a third down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. On third down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Play action. Now Trubisky. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable second and 1. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. Results in a fourth down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Lock. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy, 75 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates, the worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McManus.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. A.J. Boye up to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all.
Touchdown, Chicago! Cordero Patterson, 31 yards, and the Bears will add on to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
24. For Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, Locke. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Locke, he'll get this to his running back, Calais. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
18 yards. It's now third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Locke going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be first and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it. Throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 18-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Toss play, Cohen, right side. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Just a pickup of 3, but that is indeed enough.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Tariq Cohen, the ball carrier.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
At the 23-yard
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as the Bears push further out in front. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
makes the score Bears 45, Broncos 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Block working out of the gun. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Trubisky to throw. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south and getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. He was looking for Albert O. Albert Okuebunam was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Locke. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the 2nd one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest. To try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. A Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Left side completion to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
6-yard line.
Clock now on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen, and they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Offensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.